So why are we back
Took me a
here?
bit longer than I expected, but I found where he's hiding.
Let me just be sure of one thing. We're dealing with someone who has extremely dangerous weaponry in his hands. If it comes to it, are you prepared to handle the worst case scenario?
That we destroy him with his own weapons? I'm all for it.
Absolutely. You just need to trust us, just like we trusted you earlier.
That's totally not what they meant, but that's my plan.
Yeah, we've got this.
He can go down with the
crew's
ship.
already locked and loaded.
Oh, no, she's on my plan.
I'll take you at your word.
I know you said you wanted to keep this operation small, but I still thought you could use some backup.
This sounds like it's going to get messy. There's too many bodies involved.
So, I chose a few promising young Spina members to help out. Clarand and I have got things covered at the expo.
Yes, we're ready to roll then.
Now that you're here, I guess we can get this show on the road.
Let's go. No, you don't get to come with me. I don't want to hear your bullshit. No, you don't get to go plead. Ash for party, please. Tell them you're not like this. I just don't need that in my life. Just please leave me alone.
I'm sorry, you can't come with us. You need to stay at the expo like we agreed. It's for your own safety.
Please tell me you're going to do something more than just give them the words of, you can't come, stay here. Because of course they're going to freaking follow.
We know.
Can you lock them up,
It's
please?
Do you really think Uncle Ashvapati is working for the bad guys?
No, I think he is just plain a bad guy. Can we tie the kids up? Lock them up somewhere? I'm sure there's some gibbets somewhere around you can toss one into. Just to stop them from coming after us.
I wish I could answer that question, but it would just be speculation. And I work based off evidence.
He's been gone for 2 days now, and he just left us here. He's never done that before. Maybe he really is working for those people and was afraid of getting caught.
No, I don't think it's the situation.
But if that's true, then that means he must have been involved in making and selling
Well, that
weapons
much
in
is
the
a
past
given,
too.
kid.
Wouldn't that make him a bad person?
And yes, here I can have the spiel about time passes and people can change and you should be allowed to make up for your ills of the past. But right now, I don't care. He has the weapons. He bad guy.
That's not for us to say. Take a look around the expo. There are plenty of other people making and selling weapons. Doesn't mean they're necessarily all bad people.
No, but they're also not going around stealing weapons either.
Really?
The same is true for your uncle. Whatever he may have done in the past, the real question we need to ask is why. There's a lot we need to know before we can judge a person.
Yes and no. Yes, I believe context is important to every situation and you can't just blanket rule without context. But in saying that, no matter what his why is, he has stolen. He's stolen very, very dangerous weapons. What he intends to do with them is actually kind of irrelevant at that point. He's already committed a bad act. Whether he wants to, destroy them out of guilt of his past, he cannot let such weapons survive in the world. They must be gotten rid of. I don't care what his goal is, really. He's already done something wrong.
In Fontaine, we have a long and complicated process in place just to make sure we get the right answer to that question.
Yeah. Why would Uncle Ashvapati do something like that?
How about this? I'll make sure that Miss Chevras and Miss Yelan promise to bring your uncle back safe and sound.
That's a terrible promise to make. What if he really is the guilty party? And what if you have to torture him to get the answer out of him? I mean, don't promise things that you can't be assured of.
Then you can ask him yourselves.
Thanks, miss.
Bye, kids. I don't want to see you till the conclusion, all right? Why have we not seen Dory?
The situation is complicated
I haven't
and
said hi to her
unpredictable.
even once.
Isn't it a bit early to be making those kinds of promises?
Right, just someone else who's got their head screwed on straight. Navia?
It's all right. We're prepared for whatever we might face.
Yeah, we are, but you just promised the kid that you're going to bring this dude back safe and sound.
Regardless, it's a promise we have to keep. After all, when the children get their answer, it will shape their understanding of what justice means.
Oh, dramatic
Then,
much.
let's all do our part to make sure this ends as well as it possibly can.
I don't care how it ends, to be honest. Just as long as it does. I need a resolution. Anyway, Dory! I haven't even said hi. Hi! How you doing, girl? I apparently can't speak to you when I'm on top of your, booth.
Uh-oh.
How uncouth of me.
It's Lord Songima Bay.
Oh, I wonder what we're in for this time. Well, hello. Is that the Traveler and our dearest Miss Expo manager, Yehoda? You're in luck. I'm offering a whole host of Expo exclusive discounts. Don't miss out.
Paimon's not remotely surprised to see Dory here. This event's practically made for her.
Yeah, she attends religiously every year. And she's always the seller who we get the highest number of complaints about.
Of course.
Complaints? Every single Mora I make from this expo is 100% legitimate. I've never broken the rules, and my prices are entirely fair. If people regret their purchases and want to grumble about it behind my back, that's not my problem.
Paimon can hazard a guess as to why people might be complaining.
I know. And every dispute ends in your favor after you've peppered the buyer with 1,000,001 reasons why you're not in the wrong. It's just, could you maybe not find a way to send every single one of your customers complaining to me this time? I'm begging you, Lord Songemabe, for me, please.
So that's why you came to see Dory? Just to beg her to rein in the ripoffs?
How about this? A special opening sale just for Miss Yehoda. 50% off! In other words, I'll do my very best to keep the number of complaints down to no more than half of my customers. Sound good?
Jeez, what a bargain.
I mean, it's better than nothing, I'd take it.
Works for me, I guess.
It's better than 100%. Take what you can get, Yehoda. Alrighty, go to his hideout. Where is his hideout located? Okay, that's an interesting choice of location. Are we talking like above ground here, or are we talking below? I think it's above ground. Right? Yeah. Alright.
Stop right there!
Where is he?
Who are you saying that to?
We missed him.
Looks like he left behind plenty of evidence, though. Search the area. Let's see if we can find a lead.
Okay, but this is not my area of expertise, I'll have you know. Investigate.
These records look suspiciously familiar.
Yeah. Doesn't seem very coincidental to me either.
Remember when I said this group's cover was ironclad? They were always careful never to leave a trail leading back to them. The one time they slipped up, it broke the case wide open. We found a cargo manifest left behind at the scene. That's the clue that led us to Nodcry.
It was a similar story on our end.
And now that same manifest shows up here, among the records left behind by Ashvapati.
So, he's the guy that slipped up back then?
Unless it wasn't a slip-up at all. How does the same clue get left behind at two separate scenes and picked up by two separate law enforcement agencies? Thinking back on it now, it doesn't seem quite so accidental after all.
No. Almost like he led us here on purpose. But for what reason?
That's a good question, because why would he bother to steal the weapons and do all of his shenanigans?
Hey, there's a letter here.
Look at how it's positioned. It was begging to be found. I think it might be for us.
Well, what does it say?
You think he knew we would come here?
If he did, he's a more impressive opponent than I anticipated.
Let's keep going. We can read it together when we debrief.
Or you could read it now because it could be a clue that you need to immediately follow up on. Why would you just not read it? Excuse me? That, like, literally makes not a single lick of sense. Read the damn letter here and now. Y'all are stupid. What do you want me to do? Oh, here.
Wait, is this what Paimon thinks it is?
It's the display model that goes with the prototype. Guess that does make him our thief.
What's worse is that, with his technical background, I bet he managed to bypass the security features on the prototype.
You're saying our guy has a battle-ready ballista in his possession, just waiting to be unleashed?
Did you not already know that?
Oh, this isn't looking good.
Something isn't adding up. All the evidence suggests that he was here alone. Which begs the question, why would he unlock the ballista's features before even meeting up with his boss?
That's a question for another time. We need to focus on where he's going next.
Unless he's like, he thinks he's working undercover to lead the law enforcement or law officials to the main culprit as a way of repaying for the sins of his past by bringing down a crime ring. It's not very exciting if that's the answer. I'd much rather he's the culprit. It would definitely put a more interesting spin on
This
things.
situation seems more complicated than we imagined. It looks like Ashvapati does have a connection to our criminal gang, but it might not be what we thought at first.
I mean, I find an evil character more compelling than a I'm a good man acting out of guilt. It's not really
You don't think he's
interesting to me.
working for them?
Unlikely. He lured us to Nodcry, prepared those weapons on his own, deliberately put us on his trail. This is looking more and more like the work of an independent actor.
Well, if we want to get to the bottom of this, he's still our best lead.
Let's read the letter.
That
You
would seem
should
to be our last
already
remaining
have
clue.
Done.
Let's do it.
Idiots. Can you read it aloud so the party can hear?
To the officers of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol and the Liyue Qixing, you certainly live up to your reputation. Within a single day, you were able to eliminate over half of the gang's forces. I appreciate the effort.
So there's slightly fewer than 20 of them left. Great.
I doubt my secret hiding spot will be a secret much longer. So I suppose it's my turn to throw my hat in the ring. I'm just glad I no longer have to run. So, before my day in court is upon me, allow me to confess to my crimes.
Are we cutscening it?
It all started
Yep.
with a Kashara War researcher, expelled from the academia for violating a taboo. He had dedicated his life to the pursuit of knowledge. But when he found himself in the desert, it wasn't even worth a pail of water to quench his thirst. Could you spare some water? I'm a Kashara researcher. If you need something, I could.
Researchers like you are a dime a dozen. Smart as a whip until you find yourself in the desert. Then, you're lucky to survive the night.
I don't understand why he's traipsing through the desert with no provisions. Okay, he's exiled from the academia. Does he not own anything? Could he not get supplies in town before he left? Could he not have gotten supplies in any of the towns along the way? Because he would have had to have passed through, what's its face on the border, and then most likely Aru on the way through. Camp Rabat, something Rabat, plus Aru. So he had 2 final opportunities to get supplies and he didn't. And why go to the desert in the first place? Because the academia is too, tight-knit with the rest of the rainforest Sumeri. Like, I don't understand the choices that brought you here, sir. You kind of seem to have brought these choices upon yourself. It's not like the academia hoisted you under your armpits and tossed you into the desert with nothing to your name.
Are you mocking me?
Like, no matter how corrupt the academia was in the past, that's just not what they would have done.
No, son. Just still trying to figure out why I've got such a soft spot for strays like you. Here, give me your canteen.
Did the people of the desert not have access to the ear devices that they used at the academia? And did they take it off Ashtrapati? Because he would have had one as well. But he doesn't seem to have one at present, so maybe they did take it off him.
You got somewhere to go?
Although he doesn't seem to have aged much in 10 years. Looks exactly the same.
Not really. Thanks to this water, though. At least I can rule out the bottom of a vulture's stomach.
Oh, it's time for that yet.
Now you're talking like desert folk. You could always join my band of misfits.
What would I do?
Gather food, guard our water source, just like everyone else I've taken in.
Oh, you have a propensity to take in strays. Good for you.
Of course, if you have something you're good at, you're welcome to show it off. Every little bit helps.
All I know is weapons.
Weapons?
That's going to interest him. Khemwasat.
Yeah, I love studying them. Big and powerful ones, small and deadly ones, old ones, new ones. I believe the essence of Kasharawar research is embodied in weaponry, and the pursuit of this kind of technology is what pushes the world forward. My lifelong goal has always been to become a foremost expert on all kinds of weapons, so I can invent even more advanced ones. So I might have borrowed a few sensitive techs without permission, but you see the vision, right? The higher-ups in the academia just didn't understand.
Oh, okay. So because you have a vision, everybody else should have just bowed down before you. All the rules of the academia should have just been made lax because you have a vision. Dude, you're a danger to yourself and to society, as you later proved.
The academia could have 1,001 reasons for exiling you out here, and it still wouldn't matter to me, son.
What do you mean,
All
son?
I care about is what this specialty of yours can do for us.
The dude is clearly older than you.
Hi. I can help upgrade your weaponry. That should come in handy in a dangerous place like the desert, surely.
True, weapons are essential to life here in the desert. Most folks get them when merchants happen to pass through. But when it comes to protecting the people here, this scimitar in my hand is more than enough. The kind of weapons you're talking about are overkill for a place like this.
I mean, never say never.
Overkill? Really?
Our group is lucky. Our ancestors learned how to protect the oasis from the sandstorms to prevent it from drying up.
How? That's not really possible.
Plus, we're pretty far off the beaten path. Helps us avoid conflict with other bands of Eremites. All in all, we don't have to travel to find water. We don't have to fight off other desert folk. It's a real place to call home.
Okay, so how did we go from this peaceful, idyllic desert society to waging war with weapons of mass destruction that ended up wiping out your entire caravan?
There are plenty of ways to die in the desert, but behind a lot of them lies too much ambition. So, having somewhere to settle down is more than enough for me.
I like this guy.
I see.
Too bad he's dead.
Guess I could do some odd jobs then.
I've heard you Kasharawar scholars are handy with all kinds of gadgets. You could always make something for the kids.
You mean, like, toys?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind. It'll give them something to do. Life can get boring out here.
All right, then.
How quickly he turns from weapons to toys.
And just like that, a Kasharawar scholar at the cutting edge of his field ended up in the desert.
Are you though?
Making toys for children.
Seems like your field isn't one that's covered by the academia.
It got boring from time to time. But all in all, those days were quite pleasant.
Yeah, it'd be boring to me too.
The Eremites accepted me as one of their own. And all the children loved me. Looking back now, I wish I could have lived like that until the end of my days. But then, those despicable people showed up.
That's
and it changed everything.
catalyst I was missing.
Don't rush me. These materials are in short supply.
But where are they going to get the materials to build the weapons, though? They don't really seem like they have the right materials just lying around here at camp.
Oh, they've got a lot of nerve showing their faces back here.
Send the gem? It has been a while.
Well, we have a right to this oasis, too. Our ancestors were part of the group that discovered it.
You hated this place. After that giant sandstorm when everyone else was trying to figure out how to help, you got out of Dodge the first chance you could get.
Because I knew better than to be stubborn. Stay in one place too long around here, and it might just be your grave.
Fair, but then you can't expect them to just let you come back whenever you feel like it.
You abandoned this place. If we'd done the same, the Oasis wouldn't even exist anymore. You gave up your right to be here a long time ago.
I heard they joined another band of Eremites after leaving us, but got kicked out. I bet they're only crawling back to us now because they've got nowhere else to go.
Chief, should we drive him off?
I'd like to see you try. I'm warning you. You won't get rid of us that easily.
There's only 3 of you.
Leave them be. This oasis has always been big enough to sustain more than one group of people. It's not worth spilling blood over. All that matters is keeping the people here safe.
At the time, I didn't think much of it. Just Chaim Wazet being the kind-hearted man he always had been. And so, normal life continued. Much unchanged. Well, mostly. You can take the scholar out of the academia, but putting your life's work behind you is easier said than done. I often found myself flipping through my collection of blueprints and sketches. The ruin drakes, scattered around Sumeru, were of particular interest to me. As far as I knew, no one had been able to analyze or reproduce the technology within those mechanisms. But I was able to design a kind of lure to bait them into attacking a specific target. In effect, turning them into a weapon.
They're mechanical, though. How do you create a lure for a mechanical device? That doesn't seem right.
Somehow, the new arrivals at the Oasis must have caught wind of it, because they soon started taking an interest in me.
Hope you don't mind me asking, but is that a weapon you're researching?
I do mind, actually. It's none of your business.
Rumor is you used to be a researcher at the academia. All that knowledge going to waste out here in the sticks. What a shame.
What do you want?
I want to team up. The rules and red tape that got you kicked out of the academia, they don't exist in the desert. You could take this research to the next level. As things stand, all you've got is a blueprint and a pipe dream. But what if you had access to the right funds and materials?
What are you suggesting?
Me and my men can get you what you need. In return, all you gotta do is bring this sketch to life. We've always had a good eye for business. Just never the right product. But this thing right here, the different bands of Eremites are gonna shell out Mora left and right to get their hands on it.
You want to sell it?
It's a win-win. You provide the goods, and I earn enough Mora from these people to fund the research of your dreams.
I don't know.
I understand what you're worried about, but listen, it won't come back to bite the people here. These people don't think bigger than this place. They don't get involved in conflict. I mean, come on. Their biggest enemy is the weather.
And that's a pretty big enemy to have, buddy.
You've made a bad name for yourself around here. I don't want any part in this.
Well, it's your choice. But it could be the last meaningful choice you ever get in life. So I'll ask you again. Do you want to finally develop the weapons you've been dreaming of and realize your academic ambitions? Or do you want to stay here building toys for kids?
How I wish I'd made the right choice back then.
Yeah, we increased our prices. What about it? You gonna back out?
So, you're really as money hungry as they all say, huh?
Cash is king. That's just business.
Fine.
I'm done. I want out.
What are you talking about? We're making bank here.
I know what the weapons have been used for, and I refuse to be an accomplice to all this any longer.
An accomplice? Listen, that's got nothing to do with us. People would be at each other's throats with or without our weapons. So they die to a machine instead of a scimitar. What difference does it make?
Well, one they have a chance of defending themselves against, and the other they kind of don't.
Can't you sell more than just weapons? Surely this can't be all the Eremites are interested in buying.
If you want to make the big Mora, you gotta push what sells. That's just how it is.
And that right there is why I want out.
Fine. I've made more than enough to leave this dump in the dust anyway. If you want out so bad, have it your way.
What was that?
Well, you reap what you sow.
No.
I love the drama of this though. This is the most dramatic thing Genshin has done so far in terms of like cinematography. Look at this. So much more improved of what we've done in the past. And just for an event quest. Sorry, buddy. I'm really sorry that your peaceful and tranquil life got cut short by this dickwad over here.
How did this happen?
Because you're a dick. Short-sighted, money-hungry, ambitious, villainous prick. Okay, villainous is probably a little bit of an overshot, but still.
You won't find a tribe in this desert without enemies. People have tried to steal water from this oasis in the past, but Kayem was that drove them off. Guess his enemies have been holding a grudge this whole time.
Just gonna point out, as I kind of subconsciously did earlier, it's not Kayem Wiset, because it's Khem. I mean, I'm not proficient in this sound or in this language, but I do know that the Egyptians had a Khem Wiset.
You sold weapons to his enemies.
Khem, because it is AE as opposed to just E. Khem
He
Wiset.
took you in when you had nowhere to turn. You owe him your life. Why would you do this?
The dude sells weapons for a fucking living, you naive imbecile. What the hell is wrong with you?
It was the perfect excuse to drive up the price, that's why.
Good on ya. Thinking about how to make profits. I'm on team Senna Gem.
It was only later that I found out. This wasn't the first time Senegem and his men had turned around and stabbed their allies in the back.
You guys weren't allies.
Let's just say there was a good reason. They had nowhere else to turn back then. I didn't chase after them or try to hold them accountable.
How would you? Because you're also culpable.
All I could think about was saving as many people as I could in a desperate attempt to atone for my sins.
At least you're aware that you done fucked up.
But once the weapons I designed were turned against us, the fate of this place was sealed. Even I could do nothing to prevent it.
They're really upping their game. I mean, I know it's Genshin and the bar is super fucking low, but we've got the flickering of the light here with the shadowing and, you know, they're finally picking up their socks and doing something decent.
In the end,
but again, the bar's really low.
Despite all the burning tents I rushed into, I was only able to save 3 children. And now, you know the full account of my crimes.
Still an idiot. That doesn't change. Your context
I've been
doesn't
raising
tell
them
the
ever
brightness.
since,
Doesn't change anything.
while attempting to hunt down the men who made them orphans in the first place.
Oh, that's what this is about. I thought it was just because you saw men going after weapons and it gave you PTSD and so you went after them out of guilt. No, these are actually the same dudes. It's Senegem or whatever his name was.
This confession is for the kids to read too. So, I hope you'll pass it along to them. They deserve to know the full truth of what happened. I know I'm in no position to make requests, but please, help them find loving parents to take them in. Above all else, they deserve a true family.
But I'm still curious as to what the plan is. So you lured the Sumerian and Leoan authorities here. You stole a weapon to get them on your trail so you could lead them to the bad guys. But why did you have to become a bad guy in the process to lead them there? Couldn't you have just have gone, yo, here's the location you're looking for, since you seem to know where the location is?
Back then, I failed to see this through to the end. but I won't make that mistake again.
Jeez. If this is true...
He's after the same target as us. And he's out for revenge.
Or does he not know the location of the people he's after until he's already stolen the product and then they can liaise? I don't know
He
yet.
even lured us to Notcry to help him get it.
I think I know what he's planning to do with those ballistas now. If I'm right, this doesn't bode well.
I think he's... well, okay, so if you think he's going to go pew-pew and he's not going to trade them, then that means that he's not trying to negotiate or talk or liaise and pretend like he's in trade with these guys. He literally does know where they are. He could have just told us, I suppose, that he couldn't get his revenge, because we'd stop him from getting his revenge. But then why have us follow him if he's going to kill them anyway?
Then we need to find him ASAP! It sounds like he's about to do something super dangerous. But we promised the kids we'd bring him back safe.
Yep, Paimon, people generally don't pronounce it ASAP anymore. It's literally just ASAP. We're lazy by I don't know, nature.
I can't just let him get rid of our target either. This crime ring runs deep. There are still many other conspirators we need to track down.
There are fewer than 20, he said. So where do we go to find him? Where does his trail take us? Or is our path meant to stop it? No, because then what would be the point of alerting these people? He must need us to follow him.
Oh?
You got something?
He knew we'd be out of the picture investigating this place. I think he decided to spring the trap that we set up.
He's going to ambush the target when he comes to pick up the goods.
Oh, snap. He's not working for them. So our original plan could have worked all along.
I already said that, but as per usual, y'all ignored me. You should never have gone all in on just one plan. You should have hedged your bets and still gone for both. You made bold assumptions, and in the end, you were vastly wrong. How does it feel to look idiotic, guys?
The meeting will be happening any time now. Quick, we need to head to the rendezvous point.
Which is where exactly? Head to the meetup location. Where are we going? Oh, just down the road at Barenbos Bains. Okay.